Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back. This is episode 44 of the FIFA 18 My Player career, and we are coming towards the end of the season now, just over, a month to go, maybe 2 months to go. So only a handful of games remaining in the Premier League. We've already got our first silverware of the season, as you may remember from the last couple of episodes. We did win the Carabao Cup. So let's try and kick on, try and get some more silverware towards the end of the season, and then this will be a successful year so far with Manchester United. We've not only been here one season so far, and we're hoping for another successful season next year. Now I do apologise guys for the slow uploads this week. It's been pretty hectic here because of Christmas of course, and my son being off school. So it's just finding the time to get the voices done and get the videos uploaded and rendered of course. So I do apologise for that. I'll try and get more on top of it over the next coming days. And let's kick into the action then. As you can see, we've played just over 10 minutes in this first match against Huddersfield, and we're still looking for the first goal. And hopefully it is going to be in the side of the Reds that the first goal comes, of course. And here's Kai just inside the area, takes off the shot, smashes it into the top corner. And Manchester United have the 1-goal lead, the perfect start in this game. 15 minutes played, Huddersfield Town 0, Manchester United 1, and Kai yet again getting on the score sheet, and I'm sure he's going to try and get some more in this game. Want to try and get him a hat-trick or two before the end of the season if we can. Some big games coming up of course. We'll find out as well who we have in the Champions League in our next stage after we knocked out Barcelona, it was, if you may remember that. And so we'll see who we got in the next round, and then hopefully we can push on and get through all the way to the final. But here is Anthony Martial, just laying it off there for Kai. Gets it back, plays it inside, and this time for Lukaku, who plays it back towards Kai. He's running all the way through. A bit of space coming in for him, and the goalkeeper was forced to make a save there as Kai was challenged, but the referee waves play on as he did get the shot off first. Cross comes in then from the corner kick, cleared away. Only back into the possession of the Red Devils though. Kai tries to play it through, good little touch there. Lukaku lays it off, shot comes in and over the crossbar. Was that Fellaini? It was Fellaini with that effort. Poor effort and not really troubling anybody. So onwards we go then. We are approaching half time here. It is still Huddersfield who trail by 1-0. That earlier goal from Kai of course. Can we push on and try and get ourselves a second goal before the half time interval blows? Lukaku's 1-on-1 with the keeper. And what was he thinking? That was a terrible effort. He went for the low near post shot. What an easy save there from the goalkeeper. Look at that. Didn't really have to do much. Had probably more time to run on with that ball as well. But onwards we go with this corner kick. Kai's currently on an 8.2 rating. I'm sure we can get that into the nines if we can pick up another assist or a goal in this second half. And Kai's actually gone down to an 8.1 as we just need to defend here late on in this first half. Huddersfield pushing all the way through. Shot comes in. Good save there from was it the defender or the goalkeeper? I was looking elsewhere there for a second, but the second shot that came in did hit the woodwork, bounced out, and Manchester United do take the 1-goal lead into the second half. And already United pushing forward earlier on in the second period. Kai on the edge of the area turns, nicely taken down. I was going to say nicely turned, but he was taken down there, and that one just outside the area. So a good chance here for Huddersfield to just lay this one off. We have been trying more free kick routines, so we're going to lay this one off to Kai short. There he is, just a little dink and the shot. The volley was in, but unable to get that one on target. Too much power there from Kai, and he smashes that one over the crossbar when really it should have been going into the back of the net, and Marino knows it as well. He knows exactly what he should have done, just tapped it into the back of the net, and it would have been another goal for Kai and for Manchester United. But we're approaching the hour mark now. Man United still in front by 1-0. Still searching for the second goal. Fellaini goes off. Paul Pogba is coming on in place there for Manchester United. Here is Kai. Just lays it backwards. Kai's in space, but the cross doesn't come towards him. Anthony Martial trying to battle. Cross comes in, far post, and headed into the back of the net. And it is Rigoni, I believe, scoring Manchester United's second goal of the game. I guess the goalkeeper really should have done better from that near post, but it was a touch off him, which puts it into the back of the net, and Rigoni, I think, will claim that one. We'll have to see if he will get that one awarded to him. Yeah, he gets it awarded to him. That's his second Premier League goal of the season then for Rigoni. Man United making another late change here. Matic goes off, and Herrera comes on his place in midfield there for United. And we are into the final minute then. We are still leading by 2-0. We have the 3 points wrapped up, but can we keep the clean sheet? It looks like we're going to. A good defensive play there from United, and maybe one last push here for a third goal. Here is Kai with possession. Lays off to Rigoni. Nice touch. Tries to find Kai in the middle, but the defender reads it, and he gets the ball clear then. A nice victory there for Manchester United. Of course, the 3 points will keep us top of the Premier League table as well. Very, very happy with that. But Kai picks up 1 goal, didn't get an assist, finishes the game with an 8.4 final match rating. And as you may have just saw there, it glanced up on the screen for just a second. We are currently, I think it was 7 points clear of second place, so we're really looking good now to becoming the Premier League champions at the end of the season. And getting 3 points here against Burnley would only cement that a little bit more. We are at home, we have the home support. Can we go out and put out a good performance like we did against Huddersfield, getting those 3 points away from home? It'd be nice to match that up with 3 points at home. And all the early possession belongs to Manchester United. Try and get ourselves an early goal. We'll try and get Kai on that score sheet yet again as well. We are searching, as I mentioned earlier on in today's episode, for another hat-trick before the end of the season. Can Kai get it? Got quite a few games to go, especially in the cup competitions. Here is Lukaku, plays it backwards. Now Kai plays it back inside there for Lukaku, who is taken down, and the free kick has been given here. And another chance here. Can we do our little set piece trick that we've been using lately? Kai is coming for the short one. He's asking for it. Lukaku with the little dink, and Kai, he doesn't put too much power on it this time. He just places it down in that bottom right corner, and that is the first goal of the game. Nicely worked free kick there. He just runs in front of all the defenders. Look at all that space, and nicely finished. Bottom corner. Goalkeeper couldn't do anything about that one. Manchester United have an early lead, 1-0, and that is Kai's 23rd Premier League goal of the season. He's having quite a season, isn't he, Kai? And remember, he is playing in that cam position. It's the first time he's actually been able to play in that cam position, because he has been restricted to just a CM, so he's not been able to push forward as much, but he has had that fluid freedom this year, and he gets the second goal, but I don't think that is going to count because he was miles offside. I think he was actually in the crowd there when that ball was played in, or the shot was played in. Let's have a look at the replay. Play back there, and he was on the advertisement board there, but you can see clearly offside. So that goal is not going to count, unfortunately, but Manchester United do take the 1-goal lead into the second half. And here is Anthony Martial then, just laying it off, and now Kai just loses it. Can he get it back though? He needs to run back if he's going to get it back. He's actually taken down the player. He's going to get booked here. It was Barnes who was taken down, and he doesn't look very happy at all. He looks like he might be injured. But Kai's going to pick up a yellow card there from the referee. 55 minutes into this game. So just over half an hour. To be careful, we don't want to get any red cards late on in the season, because we want to obviously play as many games as we can. And we've got some big games coming up too. So Kai does not want to miss any of those and risk us winning the Premier League this season. But Burnley pushing forward, trying to get themselves an equalising goal. But good defensive play here from Manchester United, and a chance here to push forward on the counter-attack. Nice bit of skill there from Kai. Sees the run of Lukaku. He just ran offside, and the button was already pressed, and we couldn't do anything about that one. So a late change here for Manchester United as we approach the hour mark. Vidal going off this time, and Ander Herrera coming on in his place as we go into the final minute of today's match. And it looks like we are going to be taking the 3 points, but we'll be able to add to the goal tally. Got 1 goal so far. I was hoping for a couple more, but here is Kai. Picks up that ball. Nice little touch. Lays it off. Can he get it back in the middle? Lukaku. Poor control there from Lukaku, but somehow he gets it back. Shot comes in, and that is the second goal of the game in the injury time minutes of the match. It's Anthony Martial who plays it into the top corner, giving Manchester United a 2-goal lead, and that will wrap up the 3 points. If they weren't wrapped up already, they definitely are now. He runs over to the substitutes and celebrates nicely with his teammates. The fans, of course, they're going to be happy with another 3 points. 6 points out of 6 in today's episode. Lukaku was a little bit lucky there. He originally lost the ball, but he did fight back to get it, and they laid it off to the feet of Anthony Martial, who hits it into the back of the net for his second Premier League goal of the season. And I think, as I said, that is going to be the last action of today's game. So leave a like if you did like it, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just check Kai's final match rating then for this game. It was an 8.